Good morning. We are live, and it is Friday. Friday, right? As I say every morning as my friends get off the bus at school, happy Friday. So happy to be back with all my friends. I'll wait for everybody to join in and give me a good morning so I know you're here. All right. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. How is everybody today? I see my friends are joining in. As soon as you get in here, type a comment so I know you're here. It just shows me numbers of people here, but just not who's here unless you give me a comment. Hi, good morning, Logan. How are you? Is it sunny in Florida today? It is not sunny in New Jersey today. It is not a sunny day. That's okay. Hi, Sophia. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm so happy you're here and you're back. Let's see what other ones of my friends are here. So happy to have us together. Hi, Trevor. Good morning. You've been rocking your schoolwork. All right. So it's Fantastic Friday. Fantastic Friday, April 24th, 2020. This is our day 29 of remote learning. What number it comes next after 29? Do you remember? 30. We're almost at 30 days. And there's 30 or 31 days in every single month. So we've been remote learning for a whole month. Yeah. And that's just the days that we actually do learning, the weekdays. We're not even counting the weekends for that. So you guys are doing a great job learning from home. I love all your pictures that you send me. I love them so much. I've been sharing them. I hope you go on the story and see your pictures. So I want to start off today with our emotional check-in, okay? Are we ready? So we know Miss Kavanagh will get it right. I promise I'll get it right. 3 breaths in our nose and out our nose. I'm sure you've got it down. For some reason, I have a hard time with this. All right, so we're going to do in our nose, out our mouth. Here we go. 1. And let's do our lion's breath. In our nose, out our mouth. Let all that energy out. Kind of sound like a lion. Here we go. How do you feel? Give me your check-in. Let me see how you feel. Let me get my message in here. Hi, Miss Adonisio. Help do the draft last night? I'm sure, right? I feel like this today. There we go. Okay. I'm checked in. Are you checked in? Awesome. Love it. I love it. I love it. Awesome, friends. So, did anybody figure out the riddle from Wednesday? Did anybody figure it out? Here it is. Let me remind you. What has a head and a tail, but no body? What has a head and a tail, but no body? Now, if you were trying to think of a living thing, it's not a living thing. It's an object. A head and a tail, but no body. I had some really smart thinkers out there. Someone said a kite, because a kite does have a tail, but does a kite have a head? Doesn't have a head, but I love that thinking. All right, so a head and a tail, but no body. You ready? It's a coin. Think about the coins. You know, when we do calendar math at school, we sing our little song, right, friends? Shake, 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 shake your money. So all those coins in the container, right? They have a head and a tail side of them. So the answer was coin. All right. Are you ready for the new riddle? I think some of you will get this one. Let's see. Friday's riddle is, why did the man run around his bed? Why did the man run around his bed? What do you think? And I will post those on our page so you can see them. Oh, Brian, you got the last riddle. Awesome. Good job, buddy. So proud of you. Awesome. I hope that you're all tuning in, and at the end, stick around because I have a big announcement to make. Okay? Really exciting. A contest. We all love a good contest, right? Because Kavanaugh loves contests. All right. We have been working on our nursery rhyme. Do you remember what it's called? There was an old woman. All right, so I'm going to say it once through. If you'd like to join me, you can. Then I'm going to say it through again, and I'm going to leave out some words, and you're going to fill it in for me. Are you ready? Okay, let's say it together. Here we go. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread, then kissed them all quickly and sent them to bed. Now, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to leave out some words, but you have to fill it in for me. Are you ready? Let's see if you can do it. There was an old woman who lived in a... She had so many children, she didn't know what to... She gave them some broth without any... Then kissed them all quickly and sent them to... Bed. Yes, good job. Awesome. And if you want to keep practicing, I did a little Snapchat video of me reading it, and you can say it along with me and practice if you don't know it yet. That's A-okay. Oh, Brian, I love you too. You're so sweet. Awesome stuff. All right, so I want to do some ending sounds. I want us to identify some ending sounds. So remember how we use our arm? So we have beginning, middle, end. So we say a word and we're listening for ending sounds, right? Because we're towards the end of our year in kindergarten. You guys are like super smart. Okie dokie. So I'm going to say a word. You're going to say the word. And then we're going to say the sound we hear at the end. Yeah, the end sound. All right, the first word is mouth. You say it, mouth. What do you hear at the end? Good. That's exactly how we do it. Easy peasy. We're going to cruise through it. Here we go. Next word, polish. Polish. What do you hear at the end? Shh. Good job. All right, next one. Fifth. Fifth. What do you hear at the end? Good job. Next one. Touch. Touch. What do you hear at the end? Good. Next is cloth. Cloth. Ending sound is? Good job. All right, one more. Watch. Watch. Ending sound is? Good. Excellent job. Did you notice that those ending sounds were digraphs? Like sh and ch. Yeah, they were your digraphs. Awesome. Oh, a friend came down here. I think she wants to say hi. Come here, Georgia. Georgia, come here. Come here. Here she comes. Come here. Georgia wants to say good morning. Georgia, say good morning to our friends. Hi, friends. Happy Friday. Oh, she wants to kiss me instead. This is my Georgia. All right, Georgia. See you later, alligator. All right. So, cruising along. I want to add sounds now. So I'm going to say part of a word, and you're going to add a sound to the beginning of it. Are you ready? So we'll practice one together. The first is ace, add ch. So you would add ch to ace, ace, chase. You got it? All right. So I'll do that quicker with the same one. Ace, add ch, chase. That's exactly how we're going to do it. Ape, add sh, shape. Good. Ease, add ch, cheese. Good. Eam, add theme. Good. Ear, add ch. Did you say cheer? You got it. All right, so we're gonna do that, but we're gonna take away a sound. So I'm gonna say a word, and I'm gonna say what sound to take away at the beginning of the word. Say sheep without sh. Eep. Did you say eep? Good. Sheep without sh is eep. All right, try this one. Chain without ch. Ain. Yeah. Say thunder without th. Under. Yeah, good job. Say cheat without ch. Did you say eat? You got it. All right, last one. Say shake without sh. Ache. Good job. You guys are so good at that. Awesome. All right. So, excuse me. This week, we were working on word building. Every day that we were together, we did a different word building. So let me review real quick. Let's see if we remember. So we have a cow and snow. So that means that these two letters make two different sounds, and that's also all the squiggly lines are around here. So we have ow as in cow, say that, ow as in cow, and O as in snow. And you guys built awesome word lists on Monday. So ow as in cow and O as in snow. Ow and O. Two sounds. Okay? So sometimes when we come to a word with OW in it, we have to try both sounds to figure out what the word says when we're reading it. And you might have noticed that after you wrote your lists, you had to go back and you might have forgotten, so you had to try. All right, so you might have said snow, snap, no, snow. You try both sounds and you see what works. So that was Monday. And then Wednesday, we did ick, as in stick. And you guys were awesome. You really pushed yourself to make awesome words using blends too. I saw you guys using the blend chart. Oh, my heart was so happy. Ick as in stick, I-C-K. And we said ick was a lot like the first word pattern that we learned, right? Ack, like Jack. And today we have another new one. I'm going to cover up what it is. And you're going to see what the picture is first. You see eggs, right? And what are they in? A nest. Say nest. Maybe you've seen a bird's nest before. Yeah, this is a bird's nest. Say nest. Nest. And look at what our letters are. E-S-T. Est. Est as in nest. Est as in nest. Say it with me. Est as in nest. Okay. So you are going to set your notebook up after our video is over, and you are going to create est words. I can't wait to see them. Let's practice one together using our blend map, because now we can use our sound map, which is fine, all our basic alphabet ABCs, but blends really give us a nice challenge and give us some really cool words. I love it. All right, so say I just pick one and try it. So I'm going to try it. I know my sound is est, so I need to add the sound to the beginning. So let me try this one, grapes, right? Let me try est, grest, grest. Is that a real word or is that a silly word? Yeah, that's a silly word. So that one doesn't work. So let me try again. Let's try this one, swing, est, swest. I'm just striking out today. That's a silly word too. I need a real one. Ooh, how about this one? This is cry. Crest. Crest. Ooh, crest is a real word. We learned about crests when we were learning about the knights in England. We can also, crest is a type of toothpaste, and crest is also the top of a wave as it starts to break. Ooh, look at that. You guys are so smart. Hi, Lily. It's okay. We do this at 9 every morning. And then, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm just seeing your note now. It's okay. You can go back and watch the beginning of the video later. That's what's great. It's saved here. But hi, Lily. I'm happy you're here. 11 o'clock, our class will meet up. So make sure that you're using your blend map. And I just made the word crest. Let me get my marker, which I should have had over here. And let me write that. Because it was cry, right? Cur. C-R. Cur. And then I'll read my word crest. I love it. I can't wait to see the words you make. And it's okay, try some, see if they work. You saw I made 2 before I got one that worked. Oh, Brian says he saw a bird's nest with an egg. This is the time of year you'll see them. That's awesome, Brian. When you were outside exploring, what color were the eggs or the egg in the nest? Were they robin's eggs? Were they like a bluish green color? Because this time of year is when you see those a lot. I know when JJ was little, like you guys, he was always on the lookout for birds, and he had binoculars and he'd check them out. He still feeds the birds in our backyard. He has a big bird feeding pool. So cool. Awesome. Let's do some sound by sound. Did you notice during our phonemic awareness practice time where we were adding and deleting in sounds, playing with all the sounds, we did a lot of the digraph sounds. We did sh, ch. So watch out for those in our words today. Are you ready? All right. Let's see. Are you ready? I want to hear you. Thin. Thin. The paper is thin. Awesome. Here we go. Shh. Please shut the door. Did you get it? Great. You guys are so good at this now. Shh. Ship. A sailing ship. We're cruising through. You guys are so good. Chip. Ooh, do you like nacho chips? Chip. Shh. Shop. I like to shop on Amazon. I bet you your moms do too. Chap. Oh, put on your chapstick. It's nice to have lips that aren't dry. And I think this is our last one. Oh, it is. Chat. I love that we can chat and you can type on the side of our video. Chat. Awesome job, friends. I'm so proud of you. You are sounding out those words. So I'm going to cruise through because I actually, I have a story for you today. But before we get to the story, we need to go over problem solving. How did we do with problem solving? I loved your pictures you sent me. I love it. And if you ever want to send me a video of you explaining how to solve the problem, feel free to do that. I love seeing you explaining your thinking. It's so awesome. Brian sent me videos before and I just love it. And I'll share it with our friends. You get to be the teacher. You be the teacher and show us how to solve the problem. Okay? Are you up for it? I can't wait to see those. All right, let me get my stuff out here. Here is Wednesday's problem. Let me make sure I have my marker. All right. So Wednesday's problem was, there are 8 crickets chirping on my lawn. 3 hop away. How many crickets are left chirping? So we have to think about, like, is this going to be like an addition problem, a subtraction problem? Do we end up with less than we started with or more than we started with? Well, some are hopping away. So that means we're going to have less, right? So let me start by drawing my 8 crickets. And by the way, I saw some of your crickets. They were awesome. Christian drew some great crickets. Teresa, I knew right away. I was like, oh, wow, those are much better than I could do. My crickets are going to be circles for today. So I need how many? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are my crickets. If it makes here, I'll give them little antennas so we know that they're crickets. All right, there's the right antennae. And then what do I do next? I count and check to make sure I drew the right amount. Help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so 8 crickets. They were chirping on my lawn. 3 hop away. How can I show that 3 of them hopped away? I could erase them, right? But does that show the whole story when someone looks at my board or my paper? No. And if you're on paper erasing, it can make a mess. So what's another way we can show the whole story? Did you say put an X? Yeah, so we're gonna put an X over the 3 that hopped away. I'll do it right here. 1, 2, 3, hopped away. And then the end of the story says, how many crickets are left chirping? Well, if these 3 all hopped away, how many are left? Yeah, we count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are left. So the solution or the answer is 5. We know that there are 5 crickets left, but we need to write an equation to show that we understood the math because we want to make sure that we're ready for first grade, right? I know we are. We're so good at doing this. So we started with how many crickets? 8. And then some hopped away. So is that plus or minus? If they hop away, yeah, minus gets smaller. 8 minus, how many hopped away? 3. So 8 crickets, 3 hopped away, equals, how many are left? Did you say 5? You're so smart. And that is your equation. You can also label it 5 what? 5 bananas? No, we had 5 crickets, so we can write that. And there's our answer, 5 crickets. Awesome. I'm really impressed with everyone's problem solving. You guys are getting so good at it. And we're doing all different types of problems. All right, so I'm really, really happy with how you guys are doing with that. Are you ready for Friday's problem of the day? Speaking of nests and eggs, Juliana has 9 eggs and she accidentally drops 4 and they break on the kitchen floor. How many eggs are left? Juliana has 9 eggs and she accidentally drops 4 on the floor and they break. How many eggs are left? So that's our problem. I can't wait to see your solutions. And again, I will post the pictures. I will post those pictures on our Facebook page so you can access them. All right, so I have a story for you today. But before we read the story, I want to ask you something about being an author. So authors, right, write the words to stories. Now, you guys are authors because when we were together in our classrooms and even while you're home, you write, right? You might read something and then write about it, or you might come up with your own story and write. You're an author. So when an author writes a story, there's usually a purpose of why they write the story. So right now I want to talk about 3 different reasons an author writes a story, and I'm going to read you a story and you're going to try to figure out why the author wrote the story. So an author writes a story to teach you something, so you can learn something. That's one type of story. An example of that would be the fact trackers, the Magic Treehouse fact trackers, where Jack and Annie teach us facts, right, about the place we're going. That is the purpose of that fact tracker book, is to teach us something or for us to learn something. So say teach or learn. Teach or learn. So that's one reason an author might write a book. The second reason is to entertain us. Entertain, or for us to enjoy it. So it might just be like a nice story. It might make us laugh. All right. That is to entertain us. So we have to teach us, to entertain us. And here's the third way. Are you ready? The third way is to try to persuade us or convince us of something. So say they want you to change your mind about something. So maybe you wrote a story about why we should be able to wear costumes to school every day. Okay. That would be trying to persuade us of something or convince us. That might be a little tricky, but there's 3 now. So I want you to think as I read my story to you today, is the author teaching us something? Is the author writing for us to enjoy it? Or are they trying to convince us of something? I want you to think about those things. Are you ready to see my book? I'm not going to stop much when I read this book. I want you to look closely at the illustrations. This book is called Undercover Ostrich. Undercover Ostrich is written by Joe Kulka. He is the author. I'm wondering what Mr. Kulka, why he wrote this story, what the purpose is. undercover ostrich. Now that word undercover, what does that mean? Does it mean he's like a spy? Undercover, can't be found? Oh, maybe like a ninja? Can you think about that? Ninjas don't want to be found, they're undercover. Let's think about that. I notice things. For example, I notice a lot of animals are super sneaky. A chameleon can change colors to stay hidden. Whoop, where did he go? What is that called when a chameleon changes colors? Yeah, camouflage. Look, I wore my camouflage shirt today. I'm hiding. Possums can pretend to be dead even when they're not. Too tricky. Can you play dead? You're so silly. But do you know who the sneakiest of all? Undercover ostriches. They are everywhere. I've been keeping an eye on them. They are experts at blending in to their surroundings. Is he blending into his surroundings? Can you see the ostrich? It's difficult because he's undercover. I'll give you a hint. He's in one of the bird baths. I know, he's so hard to find, right? It took me several hours to realize this was not a picture of two woodpeckers. Those ostriches must be up to something. Undercover ostriches can go undetected in broad daylight. That means they're not seen. Or in pale moonlight. Undercover ostriches can sneak by unseen in the country. He's hard to see, right? Or even in the city. An ostrich could be in your house right now, and you would never even know it. You might even mistake the ostrich for one of your pets. Mostly, they hang out in the backyard. But what is that tricky ostrich trying to do? Aha! So this is why they go undercover, to steal food from the squirrels. Wait a minute. Are those peanuts I see? Maybe I can get those peanuts if I become an undercover elephant. And that's the end of the story. Now, wait. That ostrich, was he really good at hiding? Was he undercover? Are you all yelling at me? No, Miss Kavanaugh. I saw him on every single page. Yes, right? The author sounds like he was trying to be very funny and trick you. Kept saying things like, he's really good at hiding in the daylight or right in your house. I want to go to that page where he was in the house. They said an ostrich could be right in your house and you would never know it. And they tried to make the ostrich look like what? Like a lamp, right? But did you notice him right away? Yeah, you noticed him right away. And maybe you even giggled and said, oh my gosh, he's right there. This is so silly. He's not hiding. He's not undercover. That's not a bird. He's not hiding as a pet. He's squished into the bird cage. If you walked into a room, would you notice that right away? Yeah. So think about how you reacted as you were hearing this story. Did you learn something as you read it? Did you laugh and enjoy it? Or were you convinced to change your mind about something? Did you say you laughed and it was for enjoyment? If you did, you're correct. The author wrote this story for enjoyment, to entertain you. And that was the whole purpose, just for fun, just to read for fun and to enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this story, Undercover Ostrich. I thought it was really cute and silly, and I like being silly, and I know you do too. Maybe you can pretend to be an undercover ostrich today and camouflage yourself in your house. See if your moms and dads can find you or your brothers and sisters. Maybe you can even pretend to be a lamp. That would be so funny, wouldn't it? Awesome. So I have something really cool to tell you about. So my GLC friends, we have a contest. Are you ready to hear about the contest? There's actually a video that I'm going to share with you in Class Dojo from Mr. Villacrest about the contest, but I'm going to tell you about it here first. Are you ready? So starting next week, every student that does all their work for the week gets put into a raffle, which that means is I give your name to Mr. Villacrest and Ms. Dunziel, and if you did all your work, they're going to pick one student from each grade level as the winner that's done all their work, their schoolwork for the week. And guess what? You're going to get a pizza delivered to your house on Friday for dinner. How cool is that? So if you do all your work, you're going to get pizza delivered to your house. I think that's so awesome, don't you? Yeah. All right, so let's remember what we have to do during the week to make sure that we can be in the contest to win the pizza. So you're listening to our lessons Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You're doing your word building and problem solving, right? You are listening to the Magic Treehouse Read Aloud and writing about it, right? On Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Awesome. And you're going on ST Math or Everyday Math, and you're reading your RAS books. So when I go into RAS, it tells me how many books you've read that week. Just like on Wednesday, I announced how many books some of our friends read, and you guys are doing awesome. So you have to be reading on RAS every week, at least 2 books. All right. So I'm going to check. So if you've done all those things during the week and sent me pictures, I am going to put your name in the contest to have a pizza delivered to your house. So cool, right? I'm super excited. I hope someone from our class wins. Don't you? I love contests. Woo! Awesome. So I'm going to put that video for you in the Class Dojo. The rest of my friends in my class, I'll see you at 11 a.m. We're going to meet up on Zoom. And don't forget, it's Friday. I need you to be a home helper. You need to help your moms and dads out at home. What does that mean? That means picking up your stuff after yourself. Let's stick to that one this weekend. If you left something out, pick it up. Put it away. Help your moms and dads. It's a little thing that really makes their hearts feel good, right? Yeah, really, really good. I have a little tip for my parents. I've done this and it really works. Are you ready, parents? So sometimes, well, actually in frustration one time I figured this out and I figured out that it works. I was walking through the house and I was seeing my children's things scattered about in all different places of the house. So I took my cell phone and I took pictures of all the things that I saw were in places that they didn't belong, right? Maybe the tabletop, maybe socks on the floor, maybe a game left out, a sweatshirt in the middle of the floor, all the things, drawers left opened. I took pictures of all of them. And then I show my family the pictures. And I say, okay, this is what I noticed. And I show them all the pictures. And they say, I need it fixed now. And I send them off to go finish it. And that's it. I don't have to keep reminding them, okay, now you need to do this. Now go pick up that. I had the pictures as evidence to show them. And it happens to work. And they know that when I show them those pictures that, mom's not happy. I better clean up the house. And sometimes it's good to just see and be like, oh, this is what mom is noticing and seeing in the house. So I find it helpful. Maybe my little trick or tip will help you. If not, it's okay. It works for us sometimes. So pick up after yourself, friends, your socks, your shoes, your toys. Don't just walk past them, because I know my kids do it. They see their stuff out sometimes and they walk right past it. Just pick it up. Okay? All right. Awesome. I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. I can't wait to see my kids at 11 on Zoom. And I love you all. Thank you for joining us. And I will see you back on Monday. Bye, friends. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.